What's up, YouTubers? Jose Quiñones de CNC here with Pocket Hole Addiction. Hey, pocket holes are good holes. And believe it or not, I went over 5 decades around our store without knowing about them. Luckily for me, I was sweating bullets during the summer with this photo booth behind me when I saw a video on YouTube which changed my life. A shout out to Mr. Matthew Peech, who saved the day at precisely the right time. Now on his video, he's detailing how to build storage for your garage. If you need to maximize your storage, I highly recommend that video on how to create mobile carts to house plastic totes. Heck, inspired by it, I created my own version, which is this other monstrosity you see behind me. But back to the photo booth. My daughter's birthday was going to be Barbie themed, and my wife came up with the idea that she wanted this photo booth made out of cardboard. Cardboard? Are you freaking kidding me? We are not gonna do crap here. This is going to be built like a blasted house. Why make something for 10 bucks when you can miserably waste $300 in materials for something which is going to be used once? Heck yeah, baby, sign me up! So my first idea was to use these threaded wood inserts. As Luke Skywalker would say, what a piece of junk! Mega crap. I couldn't get them in the right place. They would go in every angle except the right one, and whatever did make it through would just fall apart by just looking at them wrong. It was futile. In fact, had I tried to complete this project with this veritable piece of crap method, the whole thing would have fallen apart the day I needed to move it into the house. So here I am struggling when I see Mr. Peech using this marvelous piece of equipment from Kreg Tools called the Kreg Foreman. That looks like it could work. And sure enough, Amazon the crap out of it, and within 24 hours was pocket holing some 2x4s into 2 rectangles measuring 2 feet wide by 4 feet long. One of these rectangles became the base and the other one the top. Each rectangle was in essence made of 2 48-inch long sides and 4 21-inch ribs. Every single joint in here is a pocket hole. The 2 rectangles are joined to 4 legs, which are also pocket holed. Pocket holes, and more pocket holes. To finish the box, 4 segments of 4x8 hardy board made the walls. Of course, I had to CNC the Barbie logo, laser cut the Meatel logo, and finally wrap everything up in this unbreakable paper. Not even Wolverine can tear through. And whammo, instant success! The Barbie photo booth was a smashing sensation at the birthday party, and now is the most awesome door stopper ever concocted by the human race. Anyway, with my newfound way of attaching wood, I decided to create a rolling cart for totes and some other junk, which is what I'm going to detail next. Very easy to make with a bunch of 2x4 lumber and some OSB wood panel for shelves. It is sturdy enough to carry 10 of these black plastic totes from Costco. That means we will need 5 shelves measuring roughly 4 feet by 3 feet. For the shelves, my recommendation is to cut all of the pieces first in the 2 sizes you choose. I went with 26 inches for the shelf ribs and 48 inches for the long shelf braces. We will take the short pieces into the Kreg Foreman and add 2 pocket holes per side. The long pieces we will mark so we can easily find where the ribs are going to be screwed into. Align everything into position while making sure everything is as square as possible, and then use some clamps to position the lumber in place. You may need to hammer the pieces here and there until everything is where you want it, and once they're pocket into submission. For the legs, we will use an entire piece of 8 feet 2x4, and we will add what I call support spacers out of 16.5-inch pieces of 2x4. The little 2x4 pieces you see here are just dummy spacers which are put in place to allow for the shelf braces to go in. I like to position all the pieces first and then clamp the last one so I can then go back to the beginning, apply glue, and screw into place with 3 screws. So you will end up with 5 shelves and 4 legs. Now all we have to do is assemble it all into place and screw the shelves into the legs. I use 5 screws per section. If you did everything right, you will end up with 4 legs just going in and aligning itself as intended. You may need to hammer the structure a little bit here and there in order to make it square, but for the most part this is a pretty straightforward step. Unless you made the silly mistake of mixing 2 wooden support spacers and now the darn thing will not bulge. Man, I tell you, it happened to me with 1 leg, and the problem is that I had allowed the glue to cure overnight, so allow me to say that is how I learned how freaking strong this glue is. Well, there you go, YouTubers. This is a quick introduction into the marvelous world of pocket holes. This is nothing compared to some of the really cool things you can build with this topology, but hey, we all have to start somewhere, right? I will certainly continue to learn how to best utilize this new learned skill, so I am positive this new acquired tool will see a lot of use. It already has. I will put an associate link below in case you are interested. As a reminder, I might make a commission if you click on the link. If you do, thanks in advance. If you like this video, I will appreciate a thumbs up. If you want to see more pocket holing, please consider subscribing. Okay, enough for today I think, so I want to thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel, and I'll see you on the next one.